Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, we did a pre-trip. We're just waiting until it's the right time to leave. We got about a 40-minute ride over to Nestle. Then we're going to go over to Silicon in Fort Dodge, and then pick up there, and then head to Burlington. And from Burlington, we're going to head to Kansas City. So we got a pretty busy day going, and we're going to start in a little bit, so we'll see you once we get rolling. Hey everyone. Well, we're unloaded, reloaded, heading to Burlington to unload and reload at the same spot. And then we're headed to Kansas City to deliver tomorrow morning. Right now we're on 20, cutting across to 380. I'll stop. There's a Lowe's halfway to 380. I'll stop at fuel. Then we'll go down to Burlington, take 380 down to Burlington, well at 221, and down to Burlington. And then it looks like, I'll have to see how the GPS takes me, but I think on this one, both Google and GPS are probably going to take me the same way. Out of Burlington, run 61 south to 36 and across, and there's a Lowe's about halfway to Kansas City, maybe a little shy of halfway. So if it doesn't take them a crap load of time to unload me and reload me again, I'm hoping to hit there by 4, and then we'll get started around, like, it's about halfway. Get started about 6. Probably get the delivery in Kansas City 8:30, and hopefully I'll either be unloaded by 9 or 9:30, and hopefully you'll have a load for me coming out of there. That might take me through the weekend. But yeah, he was saying that where I was delivering this morning, the last guy that delivered there took him an hour and a half to unload. He must have got the one girl that I had, because man, I got there at 6:10 expecting, you know, a line or something and have to wait. Checked in at the guard shack, told me to back in. I was backed in by 6:15. She knocked that whole trailer off by 6:45. And I got lucky there, when I was plotting my pickup, it was only 1.6 miles away, but it said they didn't open till 8, and I got lucky going there, like probably a half mile away. There was like a little Centex that had some truck parking in back. Parked there. And if you're ever on 20 in Fort Dodge, there's that little Centex there. If you're on your way out or you have to kill a little time, go park there and get their steak, egg, and cheese burger. Now, most places when they say steak, it's usually ground beef. Now this is good. I'm assuming it's good old Iowa beef. It's an actual strip steak on there. It was cooked real good. It's real tender. It was a good sandwich. And what's nice nice is it isn't that processed egg. I can't remember if I've ever run 36 across. I'm sure I have at some point because it goes almost straight over to Hannibal.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
So, my guess I have. And it looks like on the Atlas, 36 is 4-lane. Probably goes through a couple towns, but it is what it is. Or it could be like 20 here where it's 4-lane little highway going across. So we'll see when we get there. It's a nice sunny day here. I'll be glad when I get to the Lowe's. Yesterday when I fueled, a friend of mine called and I got fueled up, got sidetracked talking, and forgot to do my windshield, get the bugs off. So I can get the bugs off my windshield. Good old summer. I think the bug deflector works good for where the camera sits because it doesn't look like there's much sitting right there. So you really shouldn't see any bug goo all over. I've been thinking about it more and more, especially for the pricing of them. I'm gonna, for my outside cameras, I'm gonna give the Osmo Action a try. I mean, now it's down to 200 bucks, and they got, you know, it's waterproof without adding a case, but at least with the case, when you go through bugs and that, it won't get on the camera. We'll see how the DJI Mimo app works. Like I said, I mean, playing with my Osmo Pocket with that app, never disconnected. It was pretty solid connection, so I think we'll get them when, you know, when I get home and update the software, get it to the latest, and give her a try. Set it. I changed my settings. The camera I use that looks at me and the camera that looks out, my Hero 9, they're both set at 2.760 because in their illustrious wisdom, when they made the 9, they cut out the option for 2.730. So I set everything to, well, since I export out 1080p 30, I'll just change it to 1080p 60. So at least with, if I want to zoom in on something in the front, and that I can, and it won't pixelate much. I mean, I'm sure they're between 4K and 2K, there's not that much difference. And at least it gives me a decent record time still on 2.7K. See you in a little bit. Hey everyone. Well, I was gonna try, I missed out on a couple opportunities backing up, and now I can't get the cameras to connect, which is starting to become a real issue with this GoPro app. I don't know if they go to sleep, they don't fully turn off, or what. But, and I hope if I do the DJI one, it's a hell of a lot more reliable. It's like if you don't do it in the, at least once during, you know, early, once it's connected in the morning, it just disconnects. I don't, you know, I've turned anything off that's in sleep mode, so it shouldn't be, and if it can pick up every other time, it shouldn't disconnect. So, and it's not like those cameras are 30 or 50 feet away. They're probably both 4 or 5 feet from my phone. Yeah, doesn't show it, like I said. Rand McNally might show it. The only reason I'm using Garmin is I got to do these trip sheets now for my plates, and Garmin actually has it. I looked at, there's no real report by trip on the Rand McNally, so I stopped using it. But yeah, I noticed it. And I seen it had truck parking, so I got off to check it out, and there's a ton here. There's a restaurant here. I don't know what's in there. I won't know, but I might walk in tomorrow morning and see. Maybe get a cup of coffee, but yeah, it's 5:30 and it's a ton of parking in here. So this is like one of those outside, you know, certain guys, the locals that run around here probably know about this. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye and jumped off and came in here because I knew I could find a parking spot here. I'm about 3 hours away from my delivery, so we'll try to leave. I think I'll leave at 6. That way I'll be there by 9:30. That should give them more than enough time to try to find a load. Alright, well, you have a nice evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.